Hello everyone, welcome. Rose project. Myself Patil AS from SGM College Karad. At a previous lecture, we completed ideal and a non-ideal solution. In this lecture, we start the new point, that is colligative properties of non-electrolyte solution. Firstly, understand what is mean colligative properties, and that properties we discuss for electrolyte solution as well as non-electrolyte solution. In this lecture, we see there are 4 colligative properties for non-electrolyte solution. From that, we discuss here 2 colligative properties, vapor pressure lowering and a boiling point elevation. Colligative properties of a non-electrolyte solution. What is mean colligative properties? There are physical properties which depends on the number of solute particles, but not on nature. That means which type of a solute will be dissolved no matter, but how many solute will be added into that solution. That means number of solutes will be dissolved into that solution are depends. That type of properties are our colligative properties. The definition of colligative property is physical properties which depends only upon the number of solute particles in the solution and are not on their nature are called as a colligative properties. Now there are 4 colligative properties we discuss in this picture. See here, first will be the lowering of a vapor pressure. Second, boiling point elevation. Third will be the freezing point depression. And fourth one is the osmotic pressure. From these, we discuss first 2 properties here. Vapor pressure lowering. In previous lectures, we understand what is mean vapor pressure. In a closed container, is in equilibrium with its vapor pressure exerted by the vapor on the liquid is called as a vapor pressure. The pressure which is exerted by the vapors, and that pressure is on the surface of the liquid. That is our vapor pressure. Now the next point is the vapor pressure lowering. Our colligative property is vapor pressure lowering. The vapor pressure of a liquid solvent is lower than non-volatile solute is dissolved in it forms a solution. As a solute is non-volatile, it does not contribute to the vapor pressure above the solution. The vapor pressure of a solution is equal to the vapor pressure of a solvent above the solution. Now first, what is mean vapor pressure lowering? The word lowering, from that word we understand something will be changed here, something will be decreases. Lowering means decreases. And the pressure, vapor pressure which decreases. When it will be decreases? When we add a non-volatile solute into the solution or into the solvent. सॉल्व्हंटचं जे व्हेपर प्रेशर असणार आहे त्यामध्ये जेव्हा आपण एखादा सोल्यूट ऍड करतो आणि तो सोल्यूट कसा आहे तर नॉन व्होलाटाईल आहे, नॉन आयोनायझेबल आहे. नॉन व्होलाटाईल आहे, इव्हॉपरेट होईल का? नाही. इव्हॉपरेशन नाही, वेपर प्रेशर क्रिएट होणार नाहीत, म्हणजेच त्याचं वेपर प्रेशर काय असणार आहे? 0 असणार आहे. आणि त्यावरून आपल्याला असं लक्षात येते की वेपर प्रेशर अबाव द सोल्युशन, that solution is equal to the vapor pressure of the solvent. म्हणजे जेव्हा आपण सोल्युशन तयार करणार आहे तेव्हा त्या सोल्युशन वरती असणारं जे वेपर प्रेशर आहे ते फक्त कशाचं असणार आहे तर सॉल्व्हंट असणार आहे. डी ऑफ द सोल्यूट इज नॉन व्होलाटाईल अँड नॉन आयोनायझेबल. When non-volatile solute is dissolved in the solvent, some of the surface of a solvent molecule are replaced by non-volatile solute. The number of solvent molecule available for vaporization per unit surface area of solution is less than that of a pure solvent. As a result, solvent molecules at the surface of a solution vaporize at slower rate, resulting into the lowering of vapor pressure. When we add a solute, first consider the pure solution. On that pure solution, all the molecules of that pure liquid, pure solvent are present on the surface. जेव्हा आपण प्युअर सॉल्व्हंट बघतो त्याच्या सरफेसवरती फक्त त्या सॉल्व्हंटचेच मोलिक्युल्स असणार आहेत आणि ते टोटली सगळे मोलिक्युल्स काय होणार आहेत, इव्हॉपरेट होणार आहेत. त्यामुळे त्याचं जे प्रेशर आहे, ज्या प्युअर सॉल्व्हंटनं जे प्रेशर एक्झर्ट केले, दॅट इज नॉट इक्वल टू दॅट ऑफ अ सोल्युशन. Why? When we add a solute into that, then the solvent solute, the solvent solute molecules are present on the surface. Therefore, only solvent will be evaporate. Solute is non-volatile, therefore it cannot be evaporate. That means vapor pressure created of that solution only of solvent, not a solute. इथं या डायग्राम वरून आपल्याला क्लिअर होते बघा, प्युअर सॉल्व्हंट जेव्हा होता तेव्हा सरफेसचे सगळे मोलिक्युल्स इव्हॉपरेट होते, वेपर प्रेशर क्रिएट करत होते. पण जेव्हा आपण सोल्यूट ऍड केला, प्रत्येक सॉल्व्हंटच्या मध्ये सोल्यूट आहे, सरफेसवरती फक्त सोल्यूट नाहीये, सॉल्व्हंट सोल्यूट आणि त्यामुळं फक्त सॉल्व्हंटच इव्हॉपरेट होते. त्यामुळं वेपर प्रेशर सुद्धा कशाचं आहे, सॉल्व्हंटचे. When a non-volatile, non-ionizable solid is dissolved in a liquid solvent, the vapor pressure of a solution is lower than that of a pure solvent. In other words, the vapor pressure of a solvent is lowered by dissolving a non-volatile solute into it. If P1 naught is the vapor pressure of this pure solvent, pure solventचं vapor pressure pure आहे, त्यामुळे आपण काय लिहितो, P1 नॉट. आणि जर आपण वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ दिस सोल्युशन, या पूर्ण सोल्युशन्स हे जर वेपर प्रेशर बघितलं तर काय असणार आहे, P1. फ्रॉम दीज टू वी अंडरस्टँड द वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ अ प्युअर सॉल्व्हंट इज ग्रेटर दॅन दॅट ऑफ अ सोल्युशन. सॉल्व्हंटचं वेपर प्रेशर हे सोल्यूट मिक्स केल्यानंतर जे सोल्युशन तयार झालंय त्याच्यापेक्षा काय असणार आहे, जास्त असणार आहे. देअरफोर we write P is less than P01. That means P is the pressure of this solution. The vapor pressure lowering, something is decreases, that denoted by P delta P. Change झालाय म्हणजे तो आपण कशाने लिहिणार आहे, डेल्टा P. डेल्टा P is equal to P1 naught, which have a higher vapor pressure, pure solvent, minus the solution. That means P1. That P1 is the vapor pressure of above the solution. According to Raoult's law, for a solution of a non-volatile solute, Raoult's law expresses the quantitative relationship between the vapor pressure of solution and a vapor pressure of the solvent. In a solution of a non-volatile solute, the law is applicable only to the volatile solvent. Volatile solvent आहे त्यामुळं तो इव्हॉपरेट होणार, वेपर प्रेशर क्रिएट होणार. म्हणजे रॉल्ट्स लॉ आपण कशावरती फक्त अप्लाय करू शकतो, सॉल्व्हंट वरती. सोल्यूट नॉन व्होलाटाईल आहे त्यामुळे त्याच्यावरती आपण रॉल्ट्स लॉ ऍप्लिकेबल नाही. The law states that the vapor pressure of a solvent over the solution is equal to the vapor pressure of a pure solvent multiply its mole fraction in the solution. What is the Raoult's law? Vapor pressure of the solvent over that solution. Only into that solution vapor pressure of solvent is present. Therefore, that is equal to the vapor pressure of that pure solvent multiplied by the mole fraction of the solution in the solution. That means P1 is equal to P01 into X1. X1 is the mole fraction of a solvent. If we plot the graph of the vapor pressure against the mole fraction, that means P1 versus X1, then the value of vapor pressure of the solvent goes on increases. If we join the all points, then we get the straight line graph. For the binary solution containing one solute, x1, the value of x1 is equal to 1 minus x2. We know that from the mole fraction we understand x1 plus x2 is equal to 1. Therefore, we write x1 is equal to 1 minus x2. This value, when we substitute in above equation, P1 is equal to P1 naught x1, then we get P1 naught into bracket, put the value of x1 as a 1 minus x2. Multiply P1 naught to whole bracket, we get P1 naught multiply 1 is equal to P1 naught. P1 naught multiply by x2, then minus P1 naught x2. If we arranging the equation, then we get P1 naught minus P1 is equal to P1 naught x2. But the value of left side, P1 naught minus P1, that value is our lowering of vapor pressure. That means delta P. Therefore, we write delta P is equal to P1 naught x2. That x2 means what? Number of solute. That means delta P is our lowering of vapor pressure and that value is depend on x2. Therefore, that property is our colligative property. Now, relative lowering of a vapor pressure. From the above, if we take the ratio of that delta P is equal to P01 minus P1, if we divide all the equation by the vapor pressure of a pure solvent, then the relative vapor pressure we getting, the ratio of vapor pressure lowering of a solvent divided by the vapor pressure of a pure solvent is called as a relative lowering of vapor pressure. Therefore, relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to delta P upon P1 naught. आपण काय केले, आपलं जे रिलेशन मगाशी आले लोअरिंग ऑफ वेपर प्रेशरचं, त्या सगळ्या रिलेशनला म्हणजे त्या इक्वेशनला आपण प्युअर सॉल्वंटच्या वेपर प्रेशरनी काय करतोय, डिवाइड करतोय. P1 naught minus P1 divided by P1 naught. If we put the value of these all, also we know that delta P is equal to P1 naught into x2. If we divide all, then P1 naught will be cancelled. Only x2 will be remains. That means delta P upon P1 naught is equal to x2. P1 naught minus P1 upon P1 naught. The relative lowering of a vapor pressure is equal to the mole fraction of a solute in the solution. See here that a relative lowering vapor pressure also is equal to the number of moles of a solute. That means mole fraction of the solute. From that we understand the lowering of vapor pressure is also a colligative property as well as relative vapor pressure lowering is also a colligative property. Sometimes in some numericals, the weight of these all solute solvent as well as the molar mass of the solute solvent are given. Then from that we find out the relative lowering of a vapor pressure or a vapor pressure of the pure solvent. Therefore, we see here for that formula, W2 is the weight of a solute, while molar mass of a solute is M2. That weight we are consider into the grams. W1 and M1 are the weight of the solvent and a molar mass of the solvent. N1 be the moles of a solvent, N2 is the moles of a solute. From the 11th class, we know that the value of N1 is equal to weight upon the molar mass. Therefore, we write N1 is equal to W1 upon M1 and N2 is equal to W2 upon M2. The mole fraction of a solute X2 is given by, from the 11th class, we know that the formula of a mole fraction of the solute is N2 upon N1 plus N2. The relative lowering of a vapor pressure is equal to delta P upon P1 naught is equal to P1 naught minus P1 upon P1 naught. All these value is equal to X2. X2 is the mole fraction of a solute. If we substitute the value of X2 here, that means N2 upon N1 plus N2. Here N2, see here N2 means W2 upon M2, W2 upon M2. N1, the value of N1, W1 upon M1 plus N2 means W2 upon M2. If we substitute all the value of N1 and N2, the X2 value is equal to we are getting here. But if we considering the diluted solution, the value of N2 is very less as compared to the N1. See here, we adding a small quantity of that solute. Therefore, the value of N2 be the neglected as comparing with N1. Therefore, the expression we are getting. आपण अगदी थोडासा सोल्यूट ऍड केला आहे, त्यामुळे त्याचं जे आपण N2 व्हॅल्यू घेतलेली आहे ही अगदी स्मॉल आहे. नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ सोल्यूट काय आहेत, अगदी कमी आहे. त्यामुळे आपण ही प्लस केलेली व्हॅल्यू निग्लिजिबल मानली. डेल्टा P अपॉन P1 naught is equal to N2 upon N1. From these expression, we directly write N2 upon N1. 10.00001. ते नॉट वन म्हणजे काय, तो आपला सोल्यूट आहे. मग पुढचे नॉट वन रिड्यूस करून आपण डायरेक्टली 10 लिहू शकतो. तसंच आपण इथं ही निग्लिजिबल केली व्हॅल्यू N2 अपॉन N1. Therefore, W2 upon M2 is upon W1 upon M1. If we simplify this, then we get the value of a delta P upon P01 is equal to W2 M1 upon W1 M2. From this, we calculate all the relative lowering of a vapor pressure as well as the molar mass of a solute. The next colligative property is boiling point elevation. Second property we see here. Firstly, recall something. What is mean boiling point? आता boiling point म्हणजे काय, आपण 10th क्लास पर्यंत शिकलो होतं बघा. ज्या टेम्परेचरला आपला सबस्टन्स किंवा आपलं जे सोल्युशन आहे ते बॉईल होतं, ते टेम्परेचर म्हणजे आपलं काय असतं, बॉइलिंग पॉइंट. बट व्हॉट इज द ऍक्च्युअल डेफिनेशन, इम्पॉर्टंट डेफिनेशन, बॉइलिंग पॉइंट. The boiling point is defined as the temperature at which the vapor pressure of a liquid becomes equal to the applied pressure. आपण बघा वेपर प्रेशर जेव्हा क्रिएट होत होते तेव्हा त्याच्यावरती कोणतं प्रेशर होतं का, वेपर प्रेशर जेव्हा क्रिएट होतं तेव्हा तर एक्स्ट्रा वेपर प्रेशर वरती एक प्रेशर असायचं बघा. म्हणजे ते वर जे प्रेशर होतं त्याला आपण ऍटमॉस्फिअरिक प्रेशर असं म्हणतो. आणि जेव्हा ऍटमॉस्फिअरिक प्रेशर आणि वेपर प्रेशर बोथ बिकम्स इक्वल, ऍट दॅट पॉइंट द liquid will be boiled, and that is the boiling point of that liquid. For a liquid is open container, the applied pressure is atmospheric pressure. It has been found that the boiling point of a solvent is elevated by the dissolving a non-volatile solute into it, means the solution containing non-volatile solute boils at a temperature higher than the boiling point of the pure solvent. What is the boiling point elevation? When the only solvent is present. If we consider here the water is in a solvent, and at which temperature that water will be boils? 100 degrees Celsius. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Into that, if we add a solute, that solute will be non-volatile. For example, we consider it as a urea or glucose. जे non-volatile solute आहे ते पण त्यामध्ये ऍड केले. Then it require more heat to boil that solution. सोल्यूट ऍड केल्यानंतरचं जे सोल्युशन आहे ते बॉईल होण्यासाठी काय आहे, एक्स्ट्रा टेम्परेचर लागणार आहे आणि ते टेम्परेचरला आपण काय कन्सिडर करतो, बॉइलिंग पॉइंट एलिव्हेशन. हिअर TB is the boiling point of a solution and a TB naught is the boiling point of a pure solvent. प्युअर सॉल्व्हंट जेव्हा बॉईल होतो त्याचं जे टेम्परेचर आहे, जेव्हा आपण सोल्यूट ऍड करतो, जे सोल्युशन प्रिपेअर करतो, तर त्या टेम्परेचरमध्ये काय आहे, फरक आहे आणि त्यामध्ये प्युअर सोल्युशनचं, प्युअर सॉल्व्हंटचं जे टेम्परेचर आहे त्याच्याशी कम्पेअर करता वेन वी ऍड अ सोल्यूट इन टू दॅट टेम्परेचर इज हायर. देअरफॉर द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ TB इज ग्रेटर दॅन दॅट ऑफ अ TB नॉट. फ्रॉम दॅट वी राईट डेल्टा TB is equal to TB minus TB naught. From these two figures, we understand the atmospheric pressure is applied on that or will present on the vapor pressure. When that liquid particles, when we apply a heat, they will be evaporate. But when that atmospheric pressure and vapor pressure both becomes equal, then that liquid will be boils. Boiling point elevation as a consequence of a vapor pressure lowering. Vapor pressure lowering शी आपण consider करून बघूया. The difference between the boiling point of a solution and that of a pure solvent at any given constant pressure is called as a boiling point elevation. डिफरन्स आहे कशा कशाचा, तर प्युअर जे सॉल्व्हंट आहे हे जेव्हा आपण सोल्युशनच्या बॉइलिंग पॉइंट मधून मायनस करतो एट अ कॉन्स्टंट प्रेशरला, त्याला आपण बॉइलिंग पॉइंट इलिव्हेशन असं म्हणणार आहे. वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ अ सोल्युशन of a pure solvent are plotted as a function of a temperature curve. See here, if we considering the solvent, only solvent, when we plot a graph of a vapor pressure and against the temperature, if the temperature increases, vapor pressure, first consider only for a solvent, the vapor pressure of the solvent goes on increases. See here, the curve AB indicates the vapor pressure increases of the solvent. Then see here, at 1 atmosphere, that means the value of 1 atmosphere is 760 mm Hg. That value, at that value, if we join the points, at which temperature, that 1 atmosphere, the temperature which is getting here, that is the temperature or the boiling point of the solvent, pure solvent. Here, if we add a solute into that and we prepare a solution, जेव्हा आपण सोल्यूट ऍड करतो तेव्हा परत त्याला आपण टेम्परेचर देणार आहे, पण ते टेम्परेचर कसं असणार आहे, इनक्रीज होत जाणार आहे सोल्युशनचं सुद्धा. दॅट temperature also goes on increases, but it is as a comparatively we plot at the below of a solvent. सॉल्व्हंट जेव्हा असणार आहे तेव्हा तो इझिली बॉईल होणार आहे, पटपट त्याचे वेपर्स क्रिएट होणार आहेत. पण जेव्हा सोल्युशनचा ग्राफ आपण प्लॉट करतो तर तो थोडा सॉल्व्हंटच्या खाली का असणार आहे, कारण त्यामध्ये काय आहेत, सोल्यूट पार्टिकल्स आहेत. वेपर प्रेशर क्रिएट व्हायला, वेपर प्रेशर जनरेट व्हायला थोडासा वेळ लागणार. त्यामुळे काय असणार आहे, तो आपण इथं खाली लोअर कर्व दाखवलाय बघा. CD बी द वेपर प्रेशर कर्व ऑफ द सोल्युशन. At atmosphere, 1 atmosphere, we plot that graph. The value of a TB at 1 atmosphere, the value of TB means boiling point of the solution. The curve shows. From its we clear that the boiling point of the pure solution is a TB and a boiling point of the solvent is TB naught. Which is the value greater here? The value of TB is greater than that of a pure solvent, boiling point of a pure solvent. At the boiling point of a liquid, its vapor pressure is equal to the 1 atmosphere. In order to reach boiling point, the solution and solvent must be heated to temperature at which their respective vapor pressure attain 1 atmosphere. At any given temperature, the vapor pressure of a solution is lower than that of a pure solvent. Hence, vapor pressure of a solution needs higher temperature to reach 1 atmosphere than needed for a vapor pressure of a solvent. 1 atmosphere पर्यंत वेपर प्रेशर सोल्युशन्स जाण्यासाठी त्याला काय आहे टेम्परेचर जास्त द्यावं लागणार आहे. देअरफॉर द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ टीबी इज ग्रेटर दॅन दॅट ऑफ अ टीबी नॉट. Boiling point elevation and a concentration of a solute. The boiling point elevation is directly proportional to the molality of the solution. That means delta TB is directly proportional to the M. Here, if we take an proportionality constant, the expression becomes delta TB is equal to KB into M. M be the molality of the solution. That Kb is the boiling point elevation constant. That constant is also known as a molar elevation constant or ebullioscopic constant. M be the molality of the solution. If we consider that molality is 1 molar, then the value of Kb is equal to Tb. If we put the value of 1 as a 1, then Kb is equal to delta Tb. Thus, ebullioscopic constant is the boiling point elevation produced by 1 molar solution. From that, if we find out the unit of that ebullioscopic constant is Kelvin temperature. If we consider the expression Kb is equal to delta Tb upon M. Then from that we get the unit Kelvin kg mole inverse. Similar to the lowering of a vapor pressure, here the boiling point elevation have one expression molar mass of a solute for a boiling point. From the previous we understand delta Tb is equal to Kbm. Here we consider the W2 gram is the solute, weight of the solute. Molar mass of the solute is M2, which is dissolved into the W1 gram of a solvent, and a molar mass of the solvent is a M1. The moles of a solute, that means W1 gram of the solvent is equal to W2 M2. M2 is the molar mass of a solute. Mass of a solvent, that means W1 is the mass of a solvent that is present into the gram. If we convert into the kilogram, then it becomes W1 upon 1000. Molality ME means moles of a solute upon mass of the solvent in a kg. Moles of a solute is equal to W2 upon M2. And the mass of a solvent, we finding the mass of a solvent, that means W1 upon 1000. Then in a kilogram, then 1000 into W2 upon M2 W1 mole kilogram inverse. Substituting that value of M into the above equation, delta Tb is equal to Kbm, we get delta Tb Kb into 1000 W2 M2 W1. Hence, if we take M2 on the left side, then equation we are getting at 1000 into Kb W2 upon delta Tb W1. From this equation we find out the molar mass of a solute from boiling point of a elevation. These all are the two colligative properties, that means vapor pressure lowering and a boiling point elevation we completed here. Think so? You understand? Very well. Thank you.